of 10 Cats, Concrete Gent, Vic Reed. The sky's the limit, Eamon Holmes. And their captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, the one and only Joan Rivers. Dancing on ice, it's Holly Willoughby. And their captain, Dave Spikey. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, last year British women spent £280 million removing unwanted body hair? Surely it'd be cheaper and easier just to move to Germany. Women blink almost twice as much as men. Brilliant. Think of the stuff we can get away with. And 54% of taxi drivers think we shouldn't join the euro. We didn't conduct a survey, they just told us that. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Dave's team, what have the nation been talking about?
It's the World Cup, we think.
Yeah, yes.
I think the final will probably largely be remembered for the antics of the French captain, Zinedine Zidane, who was going to quit at the end of the game anyway, but decided to take early retirement.
Yeah.
He nutted this guy in the chest. And the clip they always show is when he walks off, desolate, taking some bandage off, he walks past the World Cup, doesn't he? Which is like, they're on a plinth. Right. And I thought it would be really, really funny if he walked off like that and went, I'm having that and all. Because who's going to get it back off him? You go and get it. I'm not getting it off him. And they reckon that he said that the guy, Materazzi, said that he's accused his mother, said his mother was a terrorist whore.
Oh, so what? Any woman over 50 goes, thank you for thinking that. If he had said your mother's an old ugly pig in a big burqa, you'd go, how fucking dare you? But your mother's an old whore, well, thanks. I never a compliment.
Sorry, you think being called a whore is a compliment?
If you don't have a tampon in your purse, you're glad someone thinks of you sexually. Absolutely.
What is a terrorist whore? How does that work?
A terrorist whore is a woman who's sexy but heavy around the middle because she's wearing a bomb.
Right.
So
I think the other thing, an important point to make about the World Cup, one of the reasons that the Italians won, they were a very fresh team. They had lots of energy compared to other teams. And that's because Italian football is, well, we all know it's fixed. So technically, they haven't played a competitive match all season, those players. The whole season they've been playing games where they just kick off, knock it about for it. Time for the penalty? Yeah, go on, over you go.
Are you a football fan? Do you understand soccer?
I don't understand. I'm Jewish. We don't play sports, we sell you the equipment. I mean, it's just...
The saddest thing I saw the whole World Cup was after England went out, I went into a supermarket and on special offer they had half-price England World Cup celebration cakes. Who, in their right mind, if England won the World Cup, would go, hooray! There's just cake spraying everywhere. Everyone's going,
Should we have a look and see whether the World Cup and Zinedine Zidane is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, of course it is, the #1 talking point. Yes, Zinedine Zidane headbutted an Italian player who accused his mother of being a terrorist whore. Zidane was brought up single-handedly by his mother, who had to work 2 jobs. She was a terrorist and a whore. Obviously, we don't mean that. Sean, Eamon and Vic, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
David Cameron's got another attention-grabbing headline scheme idea where we should apparently understand teenage hood-wearing characters.
He wants to cuddle them in the park, doesn't he?
I think he thinks things through. Because teenagers, the last thing they want is cuddles, isn't it? Wait, what's he got planned for goths? Because they don't want to be cuddled.
For goths. When I see a goth, I don't see a goth. I don't see an individual goth. I see 2 disappointed parents. And they're thinking he used to be such a lovely boy, now he looks like a slutty girl. Joan, are people wearing hoodies a problem in the States?
I don't know. At my age, when I see someone coming at me with a hood, I run because I figure it's the Grim Reaper. So I'm
Did he say he formed his opinions after watching that film Kidulthood?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So is Criminal Justice Act going to be based on what, Police Academy 6?
Holly, any thoughts on hoodies? Do you like them?
I don't think I want to hug one. They might nick my wallet while I'm giving them a cuddle.
I'll be honest, I think if they get a hug from you, they will have other things on their mind.
Even more reason not to.
I don't think they'll be thinking about that. I think the blood might be somewhere else.
He just comes out with stupid statements all the time. Nobody'd be surprised if he said something like, I've got an idea, elastic houses. You know, it's small if there's only two of you, but if you've got some people around, you just stretch it out. There we go, elastic houses. Everyone goes...
That's a good idea. Moon harnesses.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It just could work. Throw a harness over the moon, two handles, pull it near. It comes nearer and nearer and nearer. We get more gravity and begin to float. It makes sense.
You're a one-man think tank.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's have a look and see whether Cameron's campaign for hoodies is one of the top 5 most talked about things.
But it is.
The Sun has launched a campaign to hug a hoodie, or, in other words, restrain them until the police arrive. OK, Dave, Joan and Holly, what else have the nation been talking about?
Artificial sperm.
Artificial sperm.
Men won't be needed anymore.
Yes, they will, until a petri dish can buy you a diamond bracelet. They will still be needed. But
You romantic, you.
No, but it upset me terribly because I belong to Overeaters Anonymous, and sperm is 450 calories a swallow. So if they're going to find this new sperm, make it no-cal sperm.
Sperm light.
Sperm light.
Sperm light.
It makes such sense. Think about it. You know, you're dieting all day, and then you go,
Think very carefully before they make men redundant, because there are consequences. Who's going to bring the bins out?
very true.
The summer's going to be ruined. Who's going to do the barbecue?
I think it's the little things they miss, like, who's going to put all the ships in the bottles?
Yeah.
I reckon in 6 months they'll all be living in caves.
They'll be tidy, though.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look and see if it's up there. Yes, it is. Yes, this week, fertility scientists have produced mice using artificial sperm. There were worries in the tabloid press that the artificial creation of sperm will make men redundant. Fortunately, the sperm are kept in jam jars, so you'll need a man to get the lid off. OK, over to you, Sean.
I think that cash for peerages, that's bound to be there.
That Lord Levy.
He's actually... He's a lord, and he's been accused of selling cash for peerages and raising money for the Labour Party, and he's been arrested. And Tony Blair may be questioned by police, maybe taken down a police station.
Do you know anything about this at all, Joan?
Very little. I just know that Tony Blair was upset and he head-butted Lord Levy. That's all I heard. But I believe in that. I think if you can get to be... Look at Dame Edna. I mean, it suddenly brings to light a lot of people. You say, how?
Dame Edna.
Dame Edna.
Dame Edna is one of the examples you're bringing in here.
Lord Snooty.
Yes. Yeah. Count Duckula, how did he get his title?
There's your answer.
There's something gone on there.
Joan, seriously, would you be interested in being a Lord of the Realm?
In a second, because I could slap servants so easily. I look at, like, oh, Naomi Campbell, she is my idol now. She just goes around slapping... You know, to slap someone that's on your level, they'll hit you back, you know. But Naomi Campbell just says, you stupid bitch, whap, whap, whap. Now bring my tea. And they do. And I just think that's fabulous.
Should we have a look and see why that Lord Levy is up there?
Yeah, I think we've tackled the subject in depth, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Fingers on buzzers, one more to get. What else has the nation been talking about?
Is it? Well, they're going to build loads of nuclear power stations to cater for our energy demands in the future. But people say they're not safe.
Well, I interviewed the Industry Secretary during the week, Alistair Darling, and the whole question of safety, there's a lot of concern about that, and he said it's not a problem, that he would give it 3 thumbs up. Well, I think they should consult the people of Sellafield.
Well, I went beachcombing near Sellafield, and there's a crab with paws. And actually had furry paws, and he was licking his lips.
Where is this beach?
It's near Morecambe. It's the only place you can have a paddle and get your feet x-rayed at the same time.
I just can't imagine anyone who would want to live next to a nuclear power station. Where are they going to put them? There's just going to be such an uproar about it.
On the moon.
Once they use the
That's your
moon.
solution to everything, isn't
Of course it is. It's a big redundant ball of shite.
But there's no solution to the, so far to the energy crisis. One of the solutions has been put forward. David Cameron's put a windmill on his house, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's what it does. It doesn't power any electricity. It powers his crackpot ideas machine. He's got in his kitchen, it's just whirring away. Like, it comes out, hug a hoodie. Oh, brilliant. Money trees, wow.
The thing is, as well, it's like they go, oh, yeah, we can't just burn fossil fuels because, you know, our children and our children's children. Is it just me that thinks, fuck them? Not bothered. Right, let's have a look and see whether nuclear power is one of the top 5 most talked about things this week. Yes, it is. Yes, the government have given a go-ahead for a new wave of nuclear power stations to be built in the UK. They should also build wind farms next to them. That way, when it all goes wrong, the fallout will be blown towards France. At the end of that round, I can tell you, Sean's team have 3 points, Dave's team have 2 points. The next round is called The Poll with a Hole. We've looked through hundreds of surveys, past and present, from around the world, and unearthed some fascinating facts. Unfortunately, each statistic is missing one salient piece of information, so it's up to our panellists to fill in the gaps. Here is your first one. 50% of Brits think what is a good way to protect your home?
Pebble dash it. Everyone thinks you're skint. Just have a few porcelain animals in there, a clock with Elvis on it or something like that. You just have shit in your house.
I've got a clock with Elvis on it. What's wrong with that?
Because it's usually a mirror as well, and I don't like it when you got the mirror. You obviously like Elvis. Well, you look a bit like him. That makes sense, because you're him and you're like a double.
Joan, any thoughts on how to protect your home?
Just look weird.
OK, Joan.
They'll cross the street to avoid your house. Come on in, little boy. Would you like a cookie? That'll do it.
How would you protect your house, Vic?
Well, I suppose it's a portcullis.
It involves getting together with a group of people.
Neighbourhood watch.
Correct answer. Well done, Eamon Holmes. Yes, 50% of Brits think joining Neighbourhood Watch is a good way to protect your home. There's a thin line between Neighbourhood Watch and being a peeping Tom. I've reported several things to the police, like the shocking lack of foreplay at number 47. OK, next question. 13% of what say their job puts people off dating them?
Is it paper boys?
Paper boys? I don't think it'd stop Joan.
Come in, little bit.
Vic, any thoughts? What job would not attract you to someone?
I expect it's lepers.
A hangman. A hangman would be horrible. Somebody has to do it.
I'll give you a clue.
Is it an evil dentist?
Yes, it is.
We want the points, Vic.
I'm going to have to tell you what this is. 13% of teachers say their job puts people off dating them. I suppose it's hard to find the time to meet people when you don't finish work till 3:30 in the afternoon. So at the end of that round, it's 5 points for Sean's team and 2 points to Dave's team. The next round is Believe It or Not. In this round, I give the panellists a simple statement. All they have to do is decide whether they think it's true or false. Dave, let's have a look at a clip to illustrate your statistic.
There are many modern cults, but only transcendental meditation will teach you to fly.
It's literally doing this and getting up and doing it. An athlete would obviously be able to get further. The lighter you are to the relationship of the power in your legs, the further you will get.
Yogic flying, then. Here is your related statistic. 36% of Brits think that New Age therapies are utter nonsense. Do you think that's true or false?
I was very skeptical, and then I wasn't feeling well, and they said, try one of those organic coffee enemas. And it worked like $1 million. They threw me out of Starbucks. I can never go back.
But I went to Hong Kong and when I was really ill, and I went to a traditional herbalist Chinese shop, and I went in and trying to communicate. I did that stupid thing that we do, and I went, me, sore, sore, shiver. I don't know why, shiver. You have anything for me? He went, night nurse. No.
See, I recently got attuned in Reiki.
Oh, that's channeling.
It's kind of like a healing energy that you are the channel for. And it's really weird because I think it really works.
Sorry, do you want to buy some magic beans?
You can do Reiki as well, can't you?
I used to be a hippie. I've moved on.
What's that? What's that? But Jimmy does Reiki? You make her.
Quite right.
What did she look like that was doing the Reiki?
What did she look like?
Yeah, it was like this gorgeous girl doing Reiki over you. Or was that... I think that makes a big difference with a man. If we were both Reiki instructors, who would make you guys feel better? Come on, shut your eyes. Come on, Howie. Shut your eyes so you won't know who does which first. Now, one of us is going on one side, one of us is going to get on the other side.
Right, you're going to what, heal me?
Which side felt better?
I think the left-hand side felt like it would be slightly more expensive. And the right-hand side felt like if you're on a budget in a hurry, why not? Which side was which?
I was the budget in a hurry. Thanks.
I wish it had gone further, but you were probably thinking of the calories, weren't you? 36% of Brits think new age therapies are utter nonsense. True or false?
36%. I'd say that's true.
I can tell you the answer is true. Yes, 36% of Brits think new age therapies are utter nonsense. It's sad that they're so cynical, but it's probably just because their chakras are closed. Sean, Vic and Eamon, let's have a look at a clip to illustrate your statistic.
You may have met a few people who like doing this sort of thing. Nuisance, I agree, but pretty hard. You have certainly seen thousands like this. They're not a nuisance. They're a real danger. Stop it! Come here. What do you think you're up to? You've probably infected thousands of people already. What do you think this is for? Close your eyes. Now, handkerchief, sneeze. Handkerchief, sneeze. See what I mean? That's the idea.
Well, that was a public information film about sneezing etiquette. Here is your related statistic. 71% of people say that British manners are worse than they've ever been. True or false?
Piss off. I tell you what really upsets me is minicab drivers. You phone up for a minicab to come to your house and they hoot the horn outside your house. They don't come and knock. They hoot your horn. And suddenly I just feel like I'm his girlfriend or something. I imagine he's sitting there in his car like... And I'm thinking, don't hoot, come and get me.
People who knock on the door once.
Yeah. Did he? Oh, take that.
Oh, that's I can't.
Who does that?
Minicab drivers.
Do they?
If they're not just outside honking the horn, they come in and go... And you go, what is that? There's a pan falling off the sofa.
Joan, do you think we've got better manners than the Americans?
Oh, I think so. Once in the last 21 years, a man opened a car door for me. Once. And we were on the motorway at the time. Had it with you, bitch.
71% of people say that British manners are worse than they've ever been. Do you think that's true or false?
Is it true?
I can tell you that the answer is true. Yes, 71% of Brits think that manners have never been worse. The other day, I stood up for a pregnant woman on the bus. Well, I wasn't going to fight her sitting down. So at the end of that round, it's 6 points for Sean's team and 3 points for Dave's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. I'm going to give the teams a series of opinion polls. It's up to them to buzz in and tell me who or what they think came top. Here is your first one. Most depressing thing about getting old?
Why me? I think it's that you start to lose your memory and Alzheimer's. Have I told you this already?
I was at a family do a while ago, and I was in the bathroom, shut the bathroom door and went, what the fuck? What am I doing in here? I don't think I want the toilet. Do I want the toilet? No, I don't want the toilet. Maybe I'm washing my hands. Maybe I've something in my teeth. No idea. And what they say is go back to the place you set off from. So back in the lounge, there you go, straight away. Uncle's having a heart attack. I've gone for his tablets.
Also very easy getting down, but it's very hard getting up.
Right.
Which is why Clinton never slept with a girl over 30, because she couldn't get out in time. You know? She'd be like, down there, here comes Hillary. I'm getting out. That would be bad.
The most depressing thing about getting older?
Tutting at things. I tutted at a squirrel the other day.
What had the squirrel done?
He tried to make a leap from, like... It was really silly. He was never going to do it. There was 2 trees, and the branches were so far apart. And he went up there, and I thought, he's not going to try and do that, is he? And he tried it, and went...
No one's got the right answer yet.
Dying.
Is it dying?
Yeah.
Look at your teammates and reconsider that answer.
What about sex?
All right.
Is it illness?
That's the correct answer.
Is it?
Most annoying thing about supermarkets?
Is it the veg on entry? Never understood that. Why do they put the vegetables, all the vegetables and the fruit, first to go in? You haven't bought your meat or your fish yet, so you don't know what you're going to have with it, do you? You kind of have to guess what meat they might have, buy the appropriate vegetables to suit that meal that you don't even know you're going to have yet. You just got to just dream, hope, for God's sake, they've got chops. Because I've bought potatoes and I've bought some broccoli, and that goes with chops. If they've got no chops, I've got to go all the way back there.
That's word for word.
Yeah.
Eamon, do you ever go to supermarkets anymore?
Of course I do.
You open them?
Yeah, every morning at 6. Queues.
That is the correct answer, Sean.
I knew it.
I'll tell you who I blame for the queues at supermarkets. Girls Aloud. Yeah, there's a Morrison somewhere, 5 checkout girls short. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Vic and Eamon have 8 points, Dave, Joan and Holly have 4 points, so Sean's team are the winners. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. We'll see you next month for our Big Brother special. Until then, good night.
It's 9:30 on the 8 out of 10 Cats Big Brother special. Joining the show tonight, Big Brother's Big Mouth, Race, Northern Delight, Jason Manford, and their Big Brother, Dave Spikey. And facing them tonight, Blonde Bombshell, Leah, Superfan Dom Jolly, and their Big Brother, Sean Locke. The extra special guests, Jade, Nadia, Mikey, Jane, Eugene, Shabazz, and here's your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to the 8 out of 10 Cats Big Brother special, a show about opinion polls, surveys, statistics and, of course, Big Brother. Did you know, for example, 50,000 people applied to be on Big Brother this year, Only 22 got in, but there's no wastage. The rest are ground down and served as sausages. A high percentage of applicants are from Glasgow. They're not interested in the prize money. They just want to live in a house for a couple of weeks. And throughout the world, there have been 114 Big Brother winners. 67 male, 46 female, and Nadia. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation, and they've asked the British nation what stories and events from this year's Big Brother they found the most memorable. It's our panellists' job to guess the top 3 talking points from Big Brother 7. Dave, Jason and Grace, what have people been talking about in Big Brother this year?
Nikki's tantrums. I switched on the first time. She's in the diary room. I thought, I'm watching kids say the funniest things. Where's Barrymore?
You want to have a little look at some of her finest moments?
That was brilliant, yeah.
Let's have a look at some hissy fits.
I'm not fucking having that! Who is she? Who is she?
It's a little bit sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Super Nanny just go, fuck that.
Did you never think, I'll give her a slap?
Just a sly one.
Yeah, just a little one, like you kick the cat, like nonchalantly.
She's a granny in a young body, but she doesn't mean no harm.
Thanks for that, Jane. Also, thanks for not eating her.
They all did look a bit crazy when they walked in. It was like it looked like that bar out of Star Wars.
The only thing missing was the funny music. Do-do-do. That's not Star Wars.
Thanks, Shabazz.
Crikey!
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Look, guys,
You're
I've
obviously
got to
capable
tell
of
you.
appearing on the show.
I've got to tell you, I actually...
Shabazz! Can you let Jimmy get on with his fucking show, please?
I think I'm going to make Jade a prefect. She's in charge of the special bus over there.
I need some paracetamol, seriously, I really do.
I never get headaches.
I've got a really bad headache. You too.
Eugene doesn't get headaches. Why is that?
I never get headaches. For some reason, I never get them. I sometimes get, like, a pain in my head, which clears up.
It's like a Sellafield works out in that.
Well, let's have a look and see if Nikki is up there. Yes, indeed, Nikki's tantrums were the most memorable thing about Big Brother this year. I don't want to be unkind to Nikki, I like her, but she has got a forehead like a Klingon taking a shit. Right, Seanstein, what else have people been talking about?
Grace chucking water on Susie.
Was it people just presuming that Gracie was a little bit of a bitch in the house?
Oh, no.
Not here, obviously, you're lovely. But that's because she's sat here. Thank you. Nice try.
Let's have a look at some of Grace's finest moments and judge for ourselves whether she is, in fact, a massive bitch.
She's a fucking stupid bitch, that fucking one there.
That's fine, Ashley. I feel like I'm living with a golden retriever. She's a fucking boring... Why is she here? She's had her life. Her great big silicone chunky thunder thighs.
Sorry. Oh, my God! How dare you! Bye, sweetheart.
Certainly no lady, Grace.
Yeah, nor are you, you moose.
Hey! Let's be nice, she's our guest, but seriously, dashing water in someone's face, you better know yourself.
Okay, put my hands up, I do, bitch. But, you know, I say what most 21-year-old girls say sometimes.
I think you're a really, really nice guy. I don't think there's anything the matter with you. I don't think you're that bitchy. Leah, she's a fucking bitch. Mikey, do you think she's a bitch?
No, she's not a bitch, she's a good girl.
That is the correct answer.
She's my bitch.
She's my bitch.
I read that, obviously, you're into Mikey, but you wouldn't take him home, is that right?
No, I never said that. If you read it, it's not true.
Have you been to her place, yeah?
Not yet, no.
All right.
I'm sure it'll come. Would you still throw that water if you had your time again?
It wasn't premeditated, I did it, so I can't say it, like...
I'm not a barrister, but didn't you say to Alicia, I'm going to throw water in her face?
No, it was like premeditated like 2 seconds before I was going to do it.
That's premeditated.
That's premeditation.
Is it?
Yeah. Let's have a look and see whether Grace's bitchiness is up there. Yes, Grace's behaviour was the third most talked about thing this year. On leaving the house, Grace got a call from Nuts magazine. Shabazz got a call from Your Nuts magazine. And Nadia got a call from No Nuts magazine. Dave, what else have people been talking about?
Is it Pete and Nikki's love? They're in love, aren't they?
Should we check out this romance between Nikki and Pete?
How would you define your relationship with Nikki?
Wow! Meow! Shh! Be quiet! I love her, I love her. Wow, I love her! I love Nikki! Ah! Oh, shit, I've got a headache. I'm really smashed.
What do you make of it, Lee? Because you like Pete, didn't you?
She likes him.
What? No, it's me, mate. I looked
No,
after
you
him.
liked him.
No, I didn't. No, because my fella's in the audience.
You did like him a bit, though. You spent 2 weeks putting his head between your boobs.
No, I did not.
We have the footage.
I have to say, I would like to be there when he meets Nikki's parents, because that's going to be interesting. You know, normally it's quite a nervous, quiet moment. I think Pete will give her about
Nikki has a
2 hours.
handler rather than parents. It's like falconry. She just lands on a glove behind the field. She swings a bit of meat on that.
Do you think it's going to last, Grace?
I don't know, just let's put those two in a room and let's just see what happens with that one. I haven't really got a...
We have done that for the last 13 weeks. Well, I can tell you that Pete and Nikki's love affair was not in our top 3. Oh. Yeah. Nikki is madly in love with Pete and desperate for him to say those 3 little words. Meow, wankers. Sean Steen?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's one.
It started.
I'm sorry, Jane, were you not getting enough attention?
I'm sorry.
You know what it is? She's not in the front row.
Me.
Sorry, Jane, it whacked the back of your head, did it? What could it possibly have damaged there?
Oh, God.
What else have people been talking about in Big Brother this year?
Shabazz. I think we haven't talked about him for a bit, and seeing him here...
Let's have a look at some of Shabazz's hilarious antics.
I love my mouth. Look at that. I mean, you can't buy lips like that. You know what I mean? I've had these all my life. Lovely, full... I mean, that is a Marilyn Monroe mouth. I love it. Oh, you're done with me?
It's true, though, Shabazz has a Marilyn Monroe mouth. Just about 3 years after she died, sadly.
A great name, Shabazz. Sounds like a magic spell, doesn't it? Shabazz, puff!
Well, I can tell you, surprisingly, Shabazz wasn't one of the top 3 talking points this year. Shabazz is now starring in a film. Well, it's not a film, it's CCTV footage from Glasgow's Lidl. When a recent boyfriend said, "Show me your nuts," Shabazz barked like a dog and did a poo in the bin. OK, we're looking for one more thing. Fingers on buzzers. What else have people been talking about?
Well, then robots came in. You know, and then robots came in and they smashed all the walls. And now they had the laser eyes. And they made the jacuzzi boil up. And those giant smashed the place to pieces.
I'll check for you, Sean. No.
Was it? Oh,
Not robots,
Ursula
though.
going in again last week. No
People going in and
orders.
they shouldn't be in when they've been out already.
Yeah, when
and
we're
they're coming back again.
It's possibly the most complicated Big Brother there's ever been.
I couldn't follow
Even the people that said it was dumbing down TV couldn't follow it this year. Let's have a look at this.
You may now leave the dome and move into the house next door.
You have been chosen to return to the Big Brother house for the final week.
Look at her, look at her. Look at her.
Oh, my bloody films,
She wouldn't
wouldn't make that noise if you stood on her face for an hour, would she?
Yes, the evicted housemates returning to the Big Brother house there. Do you wish you'd gone back into the main house, Grace?
No, I had my 21 minutes, didn't I, for my birthday. I got put back in there.
Didn't you have a go at Aisling when you were
Because it was my 21st, and I wasn't going to waste my...
21 of these, come on! Let's have a look and see if evicted housemates returning to the house is up there. Yes, it is. People were talking about the evicted housemates returning to Big Brother. Mikey, Grace, Nikki and Leah, they're like the Fantastic Four, in that there's 4 of them and... that's it. At the end of that round, I can tell you that Sean's team have 2 points, Dave's team have 1 point. The next round is called the poll with a hole. Each statistic I give the teams is missing one salient piece of information, so it's up to the panellists to fill in the gaps. 76% of Big Brother applicants want what?
Is it the bed furthest away from Shabazz?
A brain.
76% of Big Brother applicants want a brain.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that that's the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And it is a lower percentage than that. It's 25%.
It's actually 33, Jimmy.
Is it?
Yes.
What about
there's
Dorothy?
a lion, a tin man...
Well, what about Dorothy?
Dorothy, she doesn't want anything.
Yeah, she wants to go home.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with you about the Wizard of Oz, but I fucking will, Sean, and I'll win.
Or presenter, yeah.
What was that again?
TV presenter.
That's the correct answer.
Yes.
19% of women think that Grace is what? What do you think you are? What do you think 19% of women think you are?
It's a low percentage, so it won't be bitch. That would be 90%.
A range of shelving from IKEA.
Is it a moose?
It's not a moose.
A shoe-in for the derby.
Is destined for the UN peacekeeping force. In Lebanon, just behind the Hezbollah going, Annie said you got a fat ass.
What do you think, Mikey? What do you think 19% of women think that Grace is?
It's a low percentage, so something like a nice girl.
Sorry, can I just ask, what's your longest previous relationship? Because he's called you a bitch and said a low percentage, nice girl. You little charmer, you. I'm going to tell you, Grace. 19% of women think that Grace is a good role model. Oh. And if the role in question is the lead character in Jackie Collins' new novel, Sloney Bitch, I agree. 15% of Big Brother viewers say that Leah reminds them of what?
Bet Lynch. Yeah.
No, the Bet Lynch came nowhere.
Ooh, God, tricky, isn't it, sitting next to you and that.
It's not something dead insulting, it's something really nice, actually.
Oh, I know. Boiler knees lagging. In a nice way.
Is it that woman out of Charlie Gregg's?
What's that?
Gregg's pasty shop in Charlie.
It's someone very close to them.
Mother.
Even closer than their mother.
Porn mag.
Themselves.
That's the correct answer.
Themselves.
That's a nice thing, isn't it, Leah? That's good. So at the end of that round, it's 3 points for Sean, Leah and Dom, and 4 points for Dave, Grace and Jason. Our next round is face-off. We've got 6 well-known Big Brother contestants here in the studio. Nadia, Jade, Shabazz, Eugene, Jane and Mikey. OK. We asked the public which of these housemates would make the best James Bond.
Nadia, master of disguise.
You know, I have to say, my dream come true would be to be a baddie in a James Bond movie, so I can take it. I would love to be.
Octopussy.
Octococky.
What about Jade in Doctor No Idea?
Yeah. Eugene's your gadget man, isn't he?
No, Eugene's Q. He's not Bond.
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, see this? It looks like a machine gun, but actually, it's a radio.
This is an atomic watch, but when you turn it off, it tells the time.
Yeah.
What's your favourite Bond gadget, Eugene?
I seem to remember there was the watch, as you said, the watch, which had all the gadgets in it, and it had the bomb in it.
Jesus Christ.
What are you going to go for, Dave?
Let's go Jane. Well, there's only one who looks a bit like a James Bond, isn't there? Mikey looks like James Bond, doesn't he?
Yeah. You're going with Mikey. OK, fine. Who would you go with?
We'd go for Eugene, I think, Jimmy. I think he would make a less than adequate Bond, which is the best that we can hope for.
Would you kill for your country?
Yeah.
I would. The only problem is I'd probably be late.
Why would you be late?
My timekeeping's appalling.
You've got an atomic watch, man!
Well, I can tell you that you're right. The housemate people thought would make the best Bond is Eugene. We asked the public, which of these housemates would you most like to go on holiday with? Who do you think, out of that motley crew, got the most votes?
Surely there should be a like, prefix that, like, if you had to. I'd like to see how Shabazz reacts to turbulence in flight.
Jade, where's your favourite holiday destination?
Dubai.
Where?
Dubai.
Where's that?
I don't know.
It's nice, though, is it?
Yeah. I just go to these places. At the end of the day, I don't want to be a geography teacher, so I don't have to know.
Quite right. It's such a great shame you don't want to be a geography teacher, though, because children are missing out on what would be a hilarious education.
Eugene, have you ever been to Vegas?
Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, no.
OK. Have you seen the film Rain Man?
Yes.
OK. I think we could make a lot of money.
OK. Which housemate would you most like to go on holiday with?
Jade and Jane as well.
So you, Jade and Jane, on holiday together?
Oh, yeah.
That is a Channel 5 programme, and you know it.
What would we call it, though? Armageddon? Well, I'm going to force you to guess now.
Jade.
You're going to go for Jade, are you?
Yeah.
Dave's team?
Well, if it was Safari, Shabazz, that'd be a laugh. Look at the lion! Look at the lion! I'm going to hide its food! Yeah, you do that.
He is his food.
Nadia.
You'd like to go on holiday with Nadia?
Yeah, I could borrow her shoes.
Ah.
Shoes.
You'd like to go on holiday with Nadia?
No,
because she's sitting next to Mikey.
I've been on holiday with Mikey, you see. I went on the weekend, so yeah.
Who for? Hello or OK?
Seriously, though, who for?
No one, for myself. And him.
What's the point of that? You had a photographer with you?
No.
What's the point of that?
OK, go on. What's your final guess?
Shabazz.
You're going to go for Shabazz. Well, I can tell you that Shabazz, 8% of the public wanted to go on holiday with Shabazz. Or more accurately, filled out the form incorrectly. The top answer was Jade, so you get the points. 35% of the population want to go on holiday with Jade. Jade recently said, I'm sick of the paparazzi, so she's having a deep pan ham and pineapple instead. I'd love to go on holiday with Jade because she's got her own perfume, haven't you? You've got your own perfume?
Yeah.
Because you could bring lots of that perfume and I'm sure it would keep the mozzies away.
Oh, that was sold out of every single shop it was in, thanks very much.
Sold out or shoplifted?
Shoplifted.
Your target market is Shabazz. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh. I love it. Oh. So outselling J-Lo, I believe, and Paris Hilton.
And Beckham and Beyonce and Britney. Anyone else?
All those other great perfumiers. The Chuckle Brothers, their ranges.
Jeanette.
To you, to me.
I would strongly recommend it, especially because you can't legally buy mace in this country.
What's mine?
It's by Lonthric. I think you'd enjoy it. So at the end of that round, it's 5 points for Sean's team and 4 points to Dave's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. I'm going to give the teams a series of opinion polls based on Big Brother, and it's up to them to buzz in and tell me who or what they think came top. OK, the first one. Most annoying habit a housemate could have.
I think the general standards of manners are terrible. I mean, a lot of them, I've seen them eating with their elbows on the table. Somebody was using a dessert spoon for soup. I believe Mikey wore a cummerbund at breakfast.
Is it all the burping and farting and stuff like Jane had a go at?
I can tell you that farting and burping is number 3 on the list.
Who don't do that, though? Not being funny accidentally.
Who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
Is it insisting that everybody calls you by a stupid nickname, like Spiral or Bubble or... Ashleen. It's not Ashleen. It's Eileen. That's what it is. Mother couldn't spell for shit.
Now, I'll give you a clue. It's hygiene-related.
Oh, body odour, then.
BO.
I'll give you that, yeah. It's not washing.
Thank you.
Yes, the most annoying habit a housemate could have is not washing. Others on the list are eating all the food, farting and burping, always shouting and waking people up, or, as it's known collectively, being Jane. Most emotional housemate ever.
Nikki.
Why did you say that? You're absolutely right.
Oh.
Good point. Yes, the most emotional housemate ever is Nikki. This is when her MP3 player didn't work.
Oh, song.
This is Big Brother. Would Nikki come to the dialogue?
I've been disqualified! I want to do it! I can't switch it on, Big Brother! Oh, it's working!
The most common audition piece at Big Brother auditions.
I didn't realise they had auditions. I thought like a dog catcher went out and just saw who was barking on the street. No, get in, man, you're Big Brother.
Big Mac. Is it something from Hamlet?
What, the blowjob scene?
Is it someone just going to camera? Oh, mad me, I fight with people all the time and I have sex all the time and I'm not bothered at all, just fight about anything and then when they get in there, just drink tea and have weird tits.
Or is they always say, I'm like Marmite, you either love me or hate me.
What did you say? You just hate me.
Is it juggle with one potato?
Do you know what? I'm going to tell you. The most common audition piece at Big Brother auditions is telling a joke. For example, what's black and white and red all over? Sam. Well, that sound tells me that it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean's team have 6 points, Dave's team have 6 points. It's a dead heat. Everyone's a winner. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. We'll be back in the autumn. See you then. Good night.